Prayers.
Almighty God, who in thy wisdom and goodness has appointed the offices and rulers of parliament for the welfare of society and just government of men, we beseech thee to behold with thy abundant favor us, thy servant whom thou hast been pleased to call to the performance of important trusts in this land. Let thy blessing descend upon us here in this house assembled. Grant us that we may treat and consider all matters that shall come under our deliberation in so just and faithful a manner, to promote thy honor and glory, to advance the peace, prosperity, and welfare of this country and of those who thou have committed to our church. Amen. Clerk.
Correction and approval of record of votes and proceedings of the National Assembly sitting of Tuesday, 23rd June 2026.
Good afternoon or good morning still. Honorable members, the record of votes and proceedings of the National Assembly sitting of Tuesday, 23rd June 2026 is before us for correction and approval. Can any honorable member please move a motion for correction and approval of the record of votes and proceedings? Member Funyani.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I rise to move a motion for the record of votes and proceedings of the National Assembly sitting of Tuesday, 23rd June 2026 be corrected and approved.
Any second, the member for Parliamentary.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I rise to support the motion.
It has been moved and seconded that the record of votes and proceedings of the National Assembly sitting of Tuesday, 23rd June 2026 be approved. Any issues, observation from honorable members? Members may do so by show of tab. Of course, we look at the record with page by page and beginning with page 1. Any observation on page 1? Page 2, honorable members. Page 3. Page 4, honorable members. The member for Sabasanja.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. On page 4, under the motion for the ratification, the paragraph, first line, at the invitation of the Honorable Speaker, Honorable Minister for Foreign Affairs, there should be international cooperation. And wherever it appears, because I have seen that it has also appeared in the subsequent pages.
Oh, okay. Honorable members, on item 2, motion at the invitation of the Honorable Speaker, the Honorable Minister for Foreign Affairs, Cooperation. It's, you know, they were trying probably to shorten it, but then it's international cooperation and Gambians abroad. Gambian or Gambians? The S is missing as well. All right, any order on page 4? Yes, member for Sabasanja.
Honorable Speaker, if you look at on the ensuing debate, all those members who have participated in the debate have been addressed and called correctly, except myself.
Oh, all right, the honorable is missing. They choose to bring the Alhaji. They are still greeting you with, you know, with the Alhaji title. The Honorable Alhaji Babu Sise is missing. Any order on page 5? Yes, member for Sami.
Thank you. Page 5, number 10. Honorable Alai S. Dabo, Krikaman, Minority Leader.
All right, on top of page 10, Brikaman North and Minority Leader. Minority Leader is missing. Yes, any order on page 5? Can we move to page 6? Page 6. Page 7. Member for Ilyasa.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Page 7, number 8, the following honorable members are placed on the.
Ilyasa.
Yes. Ilyasa, the way it is spelled.
All right,
It
thank you.
should be ILLIA. SSA.
Yeah, noted. Thank you. Any order? Honorable members, on page 7, on top, number 8, the Ilyasa is wrongly spelled. Can we move to page 7? Okay, that's page 8. There we go. Honorable members. Okay, it has been moved and seconded that the record of votes and proceedings of the National Assembly sitting of Tuesday, 23rd June 2026 be approved with amendments. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Motion.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, in accordance with Order 53E and 68(2) of the Standing Orders, I rise to move that the bill entitled the Gambia Immigration Bill 2026 be committed to the Committee of the Whole House.
Any seconder? Yeah, member for Upper Salem, Lower Salem.
Yes, I rise to second the motion.
It has been moved and seconded that the bill entitled the Gambia Immigration Bill 2026 be committed to the Committee of the Whole Assembly. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. The bill is hereby committed to the Committee of the Whole Assembly for consideration. Yes. Motion by the member for Lower Salem.
Accordance with the orders 53E and 68(2) of the Standing Orders, I rise to move that the bill entitled Labour Amendment Bill 2026 be committed to the Committee of the Whole Assembly.
Seconder. Member for Sabasanja.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I rise to second the motion.
It has been moved and seconded that the bill entitled Labor Amendment Bill 2026 be committed to the Committee of the Whole Assembly. Those in favor, please say aye. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. The bill is hereby committed to the Committee of the Whole Assembly for consideration. Clerk may proceed.
Order 51. Matters of the day. Matter of the day on the urgent pre-season and pre-farming preparations to support Gambian farmers ahead of the impending rainy season by the Honorable Yaya Sanyang, member for Latrikunda Sabiji.
Honorable members, my office is in receipt of a motion Honorable members, my office is in receipt of a request made by the Honorable Member for Latrikunda Sabiji seeking permission under Order 51, Sub 1 and Sub 2 of the standing orders to make a statement to the Assembly on the issue of the urgent pre-season and pre-farming preparation to support Gambian farmers ahead of the impending rainy season. Honorable members, having considered the request of the Honorable Member under the provision of Standing Orders 51, 3, A, B, C, and D, and 51.5, and noting that the request has satisfied the Standing Orders provision, I now grant the Honorable Member leave to make his statement to the Assembly. However, I wish to draw the attention of Honorable Members to Order of 51.8 of the Standing Orders, which reads, and I quote, "No individual statement on a matter of the day shall exceed 3 minutes, and the time allowed for a matter of the day shall not exceed 30 minutes in total." Therefore, I urge honorable members to observe Order 51.9 of the Standing Orders for guidance. I now call on the honorable member to make his statement to the Assembly. I further welcome on your behalf the honorable ministers for Foreign Affairs, International Cooperation and Gambian Abroad, and that of Basic and Secondary Education, who are here to attend to their business. I now call upon the honorable member to make his statement to the Assembly.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker, for giving me the floor to make this presentation. Honorable Speaker, urgent pre-season and pre-farming preparations to support Gambian farmers ahead of the impending rainy season. Honorable Speaker, pursuant to the relevant provision of our standing orders, I rise today to bring the attention of this august body, and by extension the Ministry of Agriculture, a matter of urgent national importance, one that directly impacts the livelihoods of the vast majority of our citizens and the bedrock of our national economy, our agricultural sector. Honorable Speaker, as we stand on the cusp of another rainy season, the anxieties of our farming communities are palpably high. We cannot afford a repeat of the severe bottlenecks, logistical failures, and frustrations that plagued our hardworking farmers during the last cropping season. The shortcomings of the past season left many of our farming households vulnerable, threatening our food security and strain our national economy. Honorable Speaker, as representatives of the people, we must demand proactive governance. We expect the government to have learned from those past failures and to fully remedy those grievances before the first major rains hit the ground. Honorable Speaker, to ensure a highly proactive and problem-free agricultural season, I call on the government to immediately execute the following critical pre-farming interventions. Honorable Speaker, timely and subsidized distribution of inputs. The chronic issue of late delivery must be eliminated. High quality seeds, fertilizers, and inputs must be positioned in all farming regions across the country. Now, not weeks after planting has already commenced. Furthermore, Honorable Speaker, these inputs must be rendered affordable through well-targeted subsidies to protect smallholders from predatory market prices. Honorable Speaker, mechanization support and tractor services. Many farming communities still rely on back-breaking manual labor due to lack of accessible machinery. The Ministry of Agriculture must deploy and service state-managed tractors and power tillers across farming clusters, early ensuring equitable access to farmers can prepare their lands in a timely manner. Early operationalization of SECOS buying centers. One of the major outcries from the last season was the chaotic and delayed crop purchasing process. The government must prepare the ground before harvest cycles, even begin by upgrading storage facilities, ensuring buying centers are logistically sound, and clearing any outstanding financial bottlenecks to guarantee prompt cash on spot payments to farmers. Climate advisory, Honorable Speaker. With weather patterns becoming increasingly unpredictable, our farmers need direct localized technical support. Extension workers must be adequately equipped and deployed to provide climate-smart agricultural advice, guiding farmers on optimal planting windows and resilient crop varieties. Honorable Speaker, farming is time sensitive. A delay of 1 week in distributing fertilizer or clearing land can result in a catastrophic drop in yield at the end of the season. Honorable Speaker, we cannot afford to be reactive. I urge the Ministry of Agriculture and all relevant state agencies to treat these pre-season preparations with utmost urgency, demonstrating to our farmers that their government is capable, prepared, and fully committed to safeguarding their sweat and labor this year. Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you very much. Honorable members, order. You are on the list. Order. Honorable members, be guided by the limitation of time of 3 minutes per member. I have about 11 people now, beginning with the member for Banjul South.
Honorable Speaker, I rise to second the matter of the day, in as much as, Honorable Speaker, the member did mention that the farming is time sensitive. I agree, and I believe that is why the honorable member should have brought this motion when we had session in April. If he was genuinely concerned about the issues of farmers. Honorable Mr. Speaker, I think that when we come to this parliament, because the honorable member did mention that as representatives, we must demand proactive governance. Likewise, we must also be proactive rather than reactive, because we all have seen that the rainy season have started and farmers have already peeled, they have already prepared their land, and they have already started. So, and he kept repeating pre-season. Pre-season means before, and the rains have started. If we are honest to ourselves, we would have brought this. We have session in April. I think a genuine member would have brought this. A genuine member with genuine concerns could have brought this. We are all concerned about our farmers.
Order.
We are all concerned.
Order, point of order. Point of order. Banjul South, it is. Honorable Speaker, point of order. Honorable members, Point of order. Honorable members, order. Banjul South, take your seat. Banjul South, please sit down. Point of order, Honorable Speaker. Banjul South, no, sit down. Banjul South. Point of order. Order. Banjul South, your mic is not on. Members, order, please. Let me hear the point of order first, then I'll come to the member for Latikunda. Thank you. The point of order by the member for Sabah Sanjal.
I will time myself. Don't worry. Point of order, Honorable Speaker. 17F of the standing order states that while a member is speaking, all other members shall remain silent and shall not make any unseemly intervention. The honorable member for Latrikunda is really intervening while the member for Banjul South is speaking.
Honorable members, order. Order, honorable members. Order sustained. Honorable members, please, let's use our standing orders. We know when we are allowed to interject or to interrupt. Order, 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 order. If you want to interrupt, for the member to force the member speaking to sit down is point of order. You know, there's point of clarification, there's point of observation, and it's for the member to allow you. Please, the member for Latikunda Sabiji, don't do that. No, member for Banjul South, continue.
Honorable Speaker, I think that for matters of the day to be tabled in a timely manner so that we can debate, so that our debate can translate into practical solutions and support for our farmers. But when the rainy season has already started, I think this is calling for attention. Honorable Speaker, a mere discussion does not help our farmers. Solutions and timeliness. And I appreciate the fact that he keeps saying timeliness. And it's true.
Minister Polan.
Time is.
Honorable Minister for Lands. Yes, member for Banjul South, please continue.
The fact that he mentions that the title speaks of urgent pre-season and pre-farming, which is good, but pre is before, and the rains have already started. So next time, please bring this in the session before the rainy season starts, and we will support. Notwithstanding, I urge the minister, like he said, to support the farmers selling their farming products before they all, and also support them in whatever they need. But please, timing, like you said. Next time, put your house in order. Thank you.
The member for Lower Salem, you have the floor.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for giving me the floor. Honorable Speaker, may I also give my colleagues and address the matter. Honorable Speaker, the member for Latrikunda Saviji mentioned is an important of national importance. National importance is an urgency. I'm trying to tell the member is that the fertilizer procurement has been done since December. They were in stock because I am an agent to the fertilizer selling. Speaker, I am telling the members that we cannot use this as a political game. Speaker, you see,
honorable members, honorable member for Lower Salem, honorable member for Lower Salem, I want to come to your aid and you are disrupting the house. Order. All you do, don't do that. Honorable members, I am drawing your attention to persistent disruption by the member for Latikunda. Honorable members, I am drawing your attention, Banjul South, I want every member to maintain decorum. I'm drawing your attention on my own estimation, the deliberate attempt by the member for Latikunda to disrupt members while contradicting his motion. He must recognize the fact that he sought the leave of the Speaker and is granted, and he should allow people to express their divergent opinions. I am drawing the attention of the Assembly that he should stop. The member for Lower Salem, please continue.
Yes, the fact is that he said he's a representative of the people. As long as I am also a member of the National Assembly representing Lower Salem, I also created avenue for my people, whereby I will get a stock for my people to sell fertilizers. Even tractors, there are members of parliament who took tractors to help their constituencies in their level. In fact, they make easy access for farming for our farmers. But for him, whether he has done it for his people or not, no, Honorable Speaker. And the next one, Honorable Speaker, GF and P2RS have distributed plowing machines, fertilizers, and power tillers to our farmers since last month, Honorable Speaker. In fact, Honorable Speaker, his godfather that they are trying to emulate in Senegal, that's past steps. Honorable Speaker, Senegal, allow him to come, please.
Point of order, Honorable Speaker, on the point of order.
Let them address.
Honorable Speaker, order. Point of order, Honorable Speaker.
There is a point of order by the member for Central Badibu.
Honorable Speaker, point of order, order 51. I think, Honorable Speaker,
Which order?
order 51. Yes.
51 what?
51-1,
Yes,
51-2,
Yeah, read them, please.
51-3.
You read.
As the amount of the day has satisfied you, that's why you gave the member the grant to lay the matter of the day. If members are making their contribution, let them limit themselves. But I think the matter of the day is in the right spirit. Let the members talk. That is.
Sit down. Take your seat. Honorable members, order, please. Please. Honorable member for Central Badibu, your point of order is not applicable. No, you know you are out of order. Order, please. It satisfied me and I approve. He made his statement. And his intention was to bring this matter here and for members to debate on the motion. He must allow members to debate. I want, no, Honorable Central Badibu, please. Honorable members, the member for Latikunda Sabi must allow people to debate on the motion. I have told him, member for Sabah Sanjal, can we have a point of order?
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I'm rising on order 22. Order 22. If a member shows disregard.
Honorable members from Janjamburi and Latikunda, please, order. Yes.
Honorable Speaker, I'm rising on order 22. If a member shows disregard for the authority of the chair or abuses the rules of the assembly by persistently and willfully obstructing the business of the assembly, or otherwise, the speaker shall direct the attention of the assembly to the incident mentioning by name the member concerned. Honorable Speaker, the member for Latikunda is persistently and willfully obstructing the business of the parliament. And I think you need to address that.
Thank you.
Relying on standing order 22.
Thank you, member for Sabah Sanjal, for that point of order. Member for Nyame Dankuku and others, please, let's maintain decorum. Member for Sabah Sanjal, I uphold your point of order. And in fact, earlier on, I've warned the member and I have drawn the assembly's attention to his intention to disrupt proceeding. And I told him, and I think he knows what that means. And member for Latikunda Sabiji, when you are bringing this to the parliament, you want members to contribute. And of course, members will address me. But when they are opposed or against the motion, you must allow them to express themselves. I'm warning you for the last time. Do not do that again. If you have a point of order, raise point of order. But do not use your mic and do not disrupt them speaking like you are in Pantaba in Latikunda Sabah. You cannot do that here. No, sit down. No. No, you cannot leave.
House Speaker, motion.
Honorable members, order. I'll come to you. Let me just make a statement. I'll come to there and you. Honorable members, order. Honorable members, please order. Honorable members for Central Badibu and Serekunda West, please give me your ears. Honorable members, order. We have seen what happened. The member for Latikunda sought the permission of the speaker on the pretext that his matter of the day is of public importance, and in particular to the farming community of this country. He made his statement, and members have divergent views and opposing views to his motion. Members for Sami and please. And he chose not to witness the reaction of members from his own statement, which he claimed to be an public importance. Then we must ask a question. Was he really right that it is an important to the public and it's important to farming? Or is it just to play with the gallery? We should be able to sit down, take note, look at the opinion of members and see the positive and things that could be done to enhance his matter of the day. And it is indeed disappointing, and I think he should not have done that. I want to express regret. We have ministers here, we are pressing matters, but we thought that his request was genuine, and we allow him to consume 30 minutes of our precious time.
A point of order, Mr. Speaker. A point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Motion.
Order, Mr. Speaker. Point of order.
Motion.
Point of order.
Don't give the floor to nominated member.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Sabastanjal and Wuli is I saw there.
But point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, there's a point of order. Can we hear that?
Yes, I was just trying to. Mr. Speaker, order 51, 51-3. 51-3. In designing whether a grant of leave of members who has made a formal request under the paragraph 1, the speaker shall take accounts of the following critical criteria where the member has fulfilled, thought that it was an important issue in regard of his matter of the day. But Honorable Speaker, in this regard, the member who bring the matter, now that we are trying to move a motion to suspend the argument because we feel what he has brought. Wait, no, allow him to come. Give me wait. Let me learn. We are going by the same order. No, we are not. I will move a motion, Honorable Speaker. No, I will move. You get go. Yes. Motion. I want to come, please.
Honorable members, order, Lower Salum. You have not concluded on what you are trying to say.
And I'm trying to bring my argument before the point of order. before the motion, because I'm going to bring a motion.
Okay.
Yes.
Nominated member Kebalang Fofana.
Yes, Honorable Speaker, is highly regrettable. And as the member for Lower Salem was trying to make his point, if you go to Order 51, I will read 1 and 3. 51:1 reads, a member may seek leave of the Speaker to make a statement to the Assembly on a matter which fulfills the criteria specified in paragraph 3. And paragraph 3 reads, a member seeking leave shall submit a formal request in writing. Paragraph 3 reads, in deciding whether to grant leave to a member who has made a formal request under paragraph 1, the Speaker shall take into account of the following: whether the proposed statement relates to a matter which has occurred and has come to public attention since the Assembly last stood adjourned. And this is where this particular matter of the day failed. Because this particular matter of the day should have been brought during our last sitting. The member keeps talking about urgent pre-season. 3 months before. Now the farming season has started. And by working out, he has succinctly demonstrated to this parliament that everything in his matter of the day does not in any way from public interest. In fact, himself, he is not interested in it. We've already made our debate, but it is my submission that we must draw the curtain here and close it. No more debate on this.
Motion.
This is a total disrespect to the parliament.
Motion.
He cannot read his matter of the day and refuse to listen to members.
Motion.
While we are making our debate.
The member is on the floor.
His only interest, Honorable Speaker, his only interest is to make a political statement. That is his only interest. Because if he had been following recent developments, he would know that the current government have made significant investments in the area of agriculture. So my submission is, let us stop the debate here and go to
Motion.
other relevant issues of the day.
Honorable, there is a point of order, and honorable, don't do that. Honorable members, allow me to members. Nominated member Kebalang Fofana made a very good submission, and in fact, he took you from where I stopped. And he said it's public importance. Of course, you read 3, but when you look at 3, B, C, D, I was looking at it. When the motion came before me, and I said, agriculture, why the matter of the day with my aides? And we went through all of them, but I saw that it's satisfied. Because in addition to matters that happened between the last session and the current session, like the matter of the day on that day about crime. But this one also, when you look at A, B, C, D, and then 4, it has satisfied all those because of public importance. And I cannot agree more with you where you indicated, and of course I told you, it's a matter of public importance and to our farmers. He made a statement. People are critical of the statement and making their contribution, debate, and he could not withstand that, and he disrespected the parliament. He walked out. But in the circumstances, we have admitted the motion, and debate started. It is regrettable that a member can behave in such a manner. That is in itself, nominated member Kebalang, in itself explaining what kind of a member he is and what kind of a message he wanted to share. It was genuine. So those of us who are genuine, I will allow you the opportunity to debate in accordance with law. Because in the circumstances, we are barred by law from stopping the debate because the debate have started already. Unless members, if they choose not to debate and ends here, then we can go ahead. But I definitely, it's regrettable. He should not have behaved like this. And there is a question of him addressing important matters to the public. They are not important to him. It's for the public gallery. And it's unfortunate.
Motion.
Continue.
Motion. Motion, Speaker. Motion, Honorable Speaker.
Motion.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. If you may allow me, Honorable Speaker, just to refer you to Standing Orders 51-7. Honorable Speaker, under the circumstances, I will refer you to Standing Orders 51-7. And 53K. If you may allow me, Honorable Speaker, with your permission.
Please go ahead.
Thank you. Honorable Speaker, first, I would like to rise on Standing Orders 51K to move a motion for the Assembly to suspend the debate on the matter of the day, since the member who has tabled the motion has regarded the matter as not of importance to him. And based on the powers vested on you, even though the debate has started, but 51-7 is giving you the powers, Honorable Speaker, that the Speaker you may select from among those members in the chamber, indicating their wish to speak. So you may select, you may choose not to select as well. Wait, give me the chance to speak. Honorable Speaker, you may select, you may choose not to select members to debate on the matter of the day. So the power lies on you, Honorable Speaker. If you wish members to continue debating on this, you can still continue. But if you wish not to select members, your powers are also given to you by 51-7. I submit to you.
Honorable Speaker. Honorable Chair. Honorable Speaker. The time for the matter of the day have elapsed.
Honorable members, the time for the matter of the day is left with 5 minutes. Honorable members, let me make this clear. The member for Sabah Sanjal, you have not, it's a wrong standing order that you quoted. Yes.
Order.
Member for Lower Salem, can I hear?
Mr. Speaker, order.
There is a point of order by the member of Banjul South. Who speaker? Point of order.
Speaker, order number.
Honorable Speaker,
Order
point of order. The point of order by the member of Banjul South.
Order 51-8. No individual statement on the matter of the day shall exceed 3 minutes, and the time allowed for the matter of the day shall not exceed 30 minutes in total. And it's been over 30 minutes, so I think it is over and done.
No, there are interference. There are interference.
Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker. Regardless of the
Sit down. There is a point of order. Majority leader, take your seat. Point of order. Point of order. Members, order. Order. Point of. Honorable Speaker, point of order. Point of order. Members, honorable members, order, please. Point of order. Yeah, I'll come to you. Honorable members, honorable members, you know, as I said earlier, I already admitted the matter of the day. And debate have started. I cannot stop that. But wait. No, wait, Seni, wait. Lower Salem, wait. Lower Salem, wait. You know, there is this logic also. The matter of the day is 30 minutes without interruption. Now, the question we may ask, if a member rose to a point of order, it will not consume the time of the member who was speaking, the 3 minutes. Now, if there is a matter that we are debating, and while member was speaking and is allowed for us to come to terms, his or her time is not consumed because of that debate. Then does that mean also the 30 minutes because we are debating? Do we say that while we were debating on this matter, do we consume the 30 minutes or not by law? No matter member Kevala Fofana. On a point of order. Honorable Speaker. Oh, sorry, no matter member Kevala, there's a point of order. Sorry about that. Let me hear the point of order.
You haven't made a ruling on this one.
No, he said a point of order.
He said
Honorable Speaker, I'm on order 53C. Order 53C, yes. Initially, you ruled out that the order that I cited was not correct or appropriate. Now I'm moving to 53C. If you may allow me, Honorable Speaker.
Please go ahead.
Thank you. A motion for the adjournment of a debate. I'm moving a motion for us to adjourn the debate on the matter of the day. Since the member has regarded himself as somebody who does not want. Honorable Speaker, I am moving a motion for the adjournment of the debate on the matter of the day. I submit. Thank you.
Speaker. 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 Usapan na sa hindi ako balik. Speaker. Speaker.
No, there is point of order.
There is a point of order, then we'll go to nominate member Kebalang or the member who is, and then to central body.
Clock. Clock.
Honorable members, order. Honorable members, we were doing consultation. Members for Nyamina, Dankunku, and Uli East and Kiang West, please. I said, let's maintain order so that. Honorable members, we were doing consultation on the time. You know, last week, the member for Birkama North and Minority Leader tabled a report, and he consumed almost 90% of the time. And despite the fact that members were interjecting, it was still only 1 hour. The interruption of members, the interjections, and everything is within that 1 hour. And I refused to allow him time to respond, and I told him I gave you only 3 minutes. And we deny other members because of the 1 hour already elapsed. Matter of the day also is 30 minutes. Order. Honorable members, I want you to listen. No, please, please do not enter. The member for Uli is please order. Now the matter of the day is within 30 minutes. The interruption, the debate, the fighting, and everything is within that 30 minutes. If I have 20 members for 3 minutes, if a member is on the floor, her 3 minutes is stopped, and there is debate within the 30 minutes, she will continue or he will continue on the 3 minutes, but once 30 minutes elapsed, I'll say that's the end of the 30 minutes. So in this instance, it's gone past 30 minutes now. He started 11:55. He started, the matter of the day started 11:55. 5 minutes plus 12:25, and now it's 12:35. So the matter of the day, time for 30 minutes has elapsed. So I am constrained by time and understanding orders. In the circumstances, I am forced. It may be pleasant to others, it may not be to others, but the time has elapsed for the matter of the day.
Then you have to maintain my order because I raised that order.
Sustain. Sustain, yes. Honorable members, the time for debate on the matter of the day has elapsed. Yes, sir.
No, my submission was just going to support what you said. Even if you look at Order 32, which is permissible interruptions, it indicates that the points of order, points of clarification, all of them are part of the members' time. You know, so the time is finished. Let's move. Thank you.
Thank you. The time for the matter of the day has elapsed.
Honorable Speaker, point of order.
I want to thank honorable members. Those who participated. Yes, there is a point of order.
Honorable Speaker, I am rising on point of order 20. The responsibility of Speaker for order. The Speaker in the Assembly and the chair in any committee shall be responsible for the observance of the rules of order in the Assembly and committee, respectively. And in his or her capacity, upon any point of order shall not be open to appeal and shall not be reviewed by the Assembly except of the substantial motion. Honorable Speaker, based on this point of order that I am calling on, it is you who deliberately choose to give time to people to interrupt, to shorten the time. You understand? So that is what you actually use for us not to allow, for you not to allow the people to debate. So, Honorable Speaker, I rise on that point of order.
Order, honorable members, order. The member for Fonyi Takaranai, he contradicted himself. So indeed, I have applied powers vested in me and to use the point of order that the time has elapsed. Clerk, we may proceed, please.
Thank you. Questions for oral answers?
Honorable members, as I said earlier, we have ministers for land, foreign affairs, trade, and basic and secondary education who are here today to attend to business as they affect their dockets. Questions for oral answers. Honorable members, as per order, please, members, order, and members of the gallery, please, order, please. Honorable members, as per order paper and order 41 sub 1 of the standing orders, today is questions for oral answers. Furthermore, as a reminder, clause 43 of the standing orders limited supplementary questions to 7 in total. 2 for the honorable member asking the question and 5 among other members. Therefore, we will proceed with the honorable ministers scheduled today to give their oral answers. Thank you. Clerk, we may proceed.
Thank you. Questions for oral answers. The Honorable Minister for Basic and Secondary Education.
Thank you. The Honorable Minister for Basic and Secondary Education, you may take the podium. Honorable Minister. Questions for which due notices. Clerk, yes, clerk. Questions for which due notices were given to the Honorable Minister for Basic and Secondary Education by honorable members for oral reply. Question number 070 of 2026 by the Honorable Member for Bakau.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, could the Honorable Minister for Basic and Secondary Education inform this August Assembly what the current status of the construction of additional classrooms at Gambia Senior Secondary School is, what caused the reported delay in the project, and when the construction is expected to be completed?
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I wish to inform the Honorable Member for Bakau and this August Assembly that the construction of 12 additional classrooms at the Gambia Senior Secondary School remain at the foundational stage. At this point, it is important to provide a context on the timeline. The ministry's initial arrangement for the school was limited to rehabilitating existing classrooms. However, upon further strategic review, the ministry made a decisive shift to expand the scope and construct 12 entirely new classrooms under the Equative Fund arrangement. While the ministry successfully navigated and concluded all necessary procurement processes and arrangements, the selected contractor unfortunately faced severe financial constraints. As a result, they were simply unable to advance the physical works at Gambia Senior Secondary School. The ministry is actively resolving this setback to ensure our students and school get the facilities they need. We are currently finalizing a new arrangement with the MRC Holland Foundation to take over and complete the construction of 12 new classrooms at the Gambia Senior Secondary School. Subject to finalizing these arrangements, we confidently anticipate the completion of this vital infrastructure very soon when MRC Holland Foundation takes it up. Thank you.
Honorable Speaker, having heard from the Honorable Minister, since you've engaged the MRC Holland Foundation, after completion of the finalization of the arrangement, can we be given the definitive timeline for the completion of the construction?
Honorable Speaker, what I can say in that regard is that we are with engagement with MRC Holland Foundation, and we are hopeful that inshallah, very soon something will start to happen. And of course, we are hoping that it will also complete soon. I can't at this point give any definitive time, but we are committed, and inshallah, that project will be completed.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. You've indicated in your response that you experienced some financial constraint with the contractor. As a ministry, what's going to be your action against that contractor legally?
Yes, not MOPSI being financially constrained. It's the contractor that has challenges in terms of fulfilling the obligation to construct the senior secondary or the new classrooms. So arrangements again and discussions are ongoing, and we have a new council as a staff of the ministry, and he is engaged, and hopefully he will guide and advise the ministry on the next steps to take in that respect.
Member for Banjul South, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the Honorable Minister cannot tell us how soon is very soon. And I think that's quite unfortunate because we would have loved to know, but we would, she did also mention that they are waiting for MRC Holland. Are they the only financiers of the project, or is the Gambia government also financing part of the project? Thank you.
Yes, I just want to be frank, and I don't want to come back here to fail a timeline that I am giving. So I want to be sure. We are working very hard to ensure that Gambia High School new classrooms are up and available for the school to use. And I want to assure this assembly that we will try to do our best to make that happen as soon as feasible. And therefore, at this point, like I said earlier on, I can't give any decisive timeline. When it comes to school development, as a ministry, we have been engaging several partners, and of course, notably MRC Holland Foundation. It has been a key and a central stakeholder of the Gambia government, especially in the areas of education. And we have seen how far MRC Holland Foundation has complemented efforts of the government in terms of school infrastructure. And they are very focused and very timely also when it comes to delivering this classroom. So with that, we believe that similar outcomes will come out of the Gambia High School case. So as government, we have...
Honorable Minister, answers to supplementary question is limited to only 2 minutes. You can summarize.
What I wanted to say in that regard is that in this case, we are relying on MRC Holland Foundation, and the Gambia government is at, especially the Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education, to be precise, Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education is at no point able at the moment to support Gambia Senior Secondary School with its own funds.
Member for Woolly East, you have the floor.
Yes, thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, something is not very clear. Just to seek for clarity, is the minister saying that the contractor, the person who is actually giving the contract, initially has walked away and not completed the contract? And if that is the case, has the ministry made a total appraisal of the whole situation to see that there is government actually does not lose or miss value for money? Is that what you are saying? Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable. I made no mention of the contractor walking away. So I don't think that is the case. Thank you.
Member for Sanementren, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, the Honorable Minister have made mention of the contractor being defaulted in the project. And if that is the case, as he mentioned, was there any percentage of payment that was made to the contractor based on the payment plans that you've already arranged with him? Thank you.
We are still working with the contractor. The delay in the completion of the projects, like I said, is as a result of challenges that he faced in terms of finance. We still work with the contractor. Gambia Senior Secondary School is not the only school that he's involved in constructing. The only thing is Gambia Senior Secondary School is far behind compared to the other schools that he's involved in the constructions. So the contractor is still with MOPSI, and the contract is still ongoing.
Honorable members, on your behalf, I wish to thank the Honorable Minister for Basic and Secondary Education for those answers provided. Honorable Minister, you may go now. Thank you. Clerk, you may proceed.
Thank you. Questions for oral answers. The Honorable Minister for Lands, Regional Government and Religious Affairs.
Thank you. The Honorable Minister for Lands, Regional Government and Religious Affairs, please proceed to the podium. Questions for which due notices were given to the Honorable Minister for Lands, Regional Government and Religious Affairs by honorable members for oral reply. Question number 097 of 2026 by the honorable member for Banjul Central. Banjul Central? Huh? He's out? He's not in.
Honorable Speaker, he has authorized me to read the question on his behalf, please.
All right, I'm told by my aides that he authorized the member for Banjul North to read on his behalf. Member for Banjul North?
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, on behalf of the member for Banjul Central, Honorable Speaker, could the Honorable Minister for Lands, Regional Government and Religious Affairs inform this August Assembly when the report of the Local Government Commission of Inquiry will be published, and what is the indicative timeline is for the implementation of its recommendations therein?
Honorable Speaker, the Commission of Inquiry into the Conduct of Local Government Councils was established pursuant to Section 200 of the Constitution of the Gambia and the Commission of Inquiry Act. The Commission examined the conduct of all 8 area local government councils covering the period May 2018 to January 2023, and has since then submitted its report to His Excellency the President of the Republic. Honorable Speaker, in accordance with established constitutional and the legal practice, the report of the Commission of Inquiry is submitted to the President, who then determines the manner and the timing of its publication. I am pleased to inform this August Assembly that the government has taken receipt of the Commission's report and is currently preparing a white paper setting out the government's considered response to the findings and recommendations of the Commission. The white paper process involves a careful review of the Commission's findings across all 8 councils, legal analysis of accountability findings in relation to Local Government Act of 2002, the Local Government Finance and Audit Act of 2004, the Public Finance Act of 2014, and all the relevant status, as well as the formulation of government policy on the recommendation. Honorable Speaker, it is the government intention to lay both the Commission report and the government white paper before the August Assembly before end of August
before end of August, and indeed the white paper, and both the white paper and the report itself will be published for public consumption.
Thank you. That's noted.
Question number 098 of 2026 by the member for Joshua. Joshua, you authorized backup.
I'm authorized.
You have supplementary backup? Oh, okay, the member for backup.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Minister, we have seen or heard so many commissions of inquiries being set. I said you have seen or heard so many commissions of inquiries being set up. After coming up with their recommendations, it's always a problem for the government to make implementations on those recommendations. How ready and willing is your ministry to make sure that these recommendations becomes a reality?
I cannot comment on the outcome of the white paper for now, but I can assure this august body that the government of the Gambia is ready and willing to implement the recommendations as provided by law.
Member for Opanyomi, you have the floor.
Honorable Speaker, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity. Honorable Minister, the honorable member asked for the report of Local Government Commission of Inquiry. When will it be published? And also he the indicative timeline for the implementation of its recommendations. But this particular portion is not clear. What is the indicative timeline for the implementation of the recommendations?
We can talk about implementation when we don't know the final document, that's the white paper. The white paper determines exactly what needs to be done and how it should be done. When that is done, we will then be able to tell you the implementation timeline.
Question number 097 by the question number 098 of 2026 by the member for Joshua. And I authorize the member for Bono Kakunda to read on his behalf.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, on behalf of the member for Joshua constituency, Honorable Speaker, could the Honorable Minister for Lands, Regional Government and Religious Affairs inform this August Assembly about who is responsible for the food and accommodation for all the Hajj pilgrims in both Medina and Mecca?
Honorable Speaker, I thank the honorable member for Joshua constituency for this important question. My ministry, through the Hajj Secretariat, is responsible for coordinating all logistical arrangements for Gambian pilgrims. This includes contracting, procuring, feeding, and accommodation packages in both Medina and Mecca through licensed and approved service providers and mutawif guide companies authorized by the Saudi Ministry of Hajj and Umrah. The ministry negotiates through the Hajj Commission and other stakeholders package costs, which includes accommodation and, in most cases, meals, and these costs are reflected in the Hajj package price paid by pilgrims. The company contracted this year was Manazil Group for Mecca, Medina, and Minna, and they were contracted through a competitive process.
Question number 099 of 2026 by the member for Joshua constituency, and the member for Bono Kakunda will read on his behalf.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. On behalf of the member for Joshua constituency, Honorable Speaker, the Gambian students in both Mecca and Medina are always a great help to the pilgrim during the time of Hajj. Could the Honorable Minister for Land inform this August Assembly of the reason why the Gambian Hajj Commission cannot secure access permit for Gambian students to support the pilgrim despite the request by the public? Our neighbors, including Senegal, have access permit for their students, and this makes easy for them to provide necessary support to their pilgrims.
I thank the honorable member for Joshua for this question once again for clarity. I acknowledge that it reflects a genuine and widely expressed public interest in the welfare of our pilgrims and the valuable role that Gambian students in the holy cities can play. Honorable, let me explain the regulatory framework that governs this matter. The operational conduct of Hajj in the Gambia is structured such that whilst my ministry and the High Secretariat provide overall coordination and oversight, the activities delivery of Hajj services, including ground operation, pilgrim guide, and the appointment of support staff is carried out by licensed private Hajj tour operators. These operators are contracted to provide complete packages to pilgrims and are authorized under the regulatory framework of the Saudi Ministry of Hajj and Umrah to manage their own operational arrangements, including selection and accreditation of their guides and support personnel. Let me add something, Mr. Speaker, for the information of this body. The Saudi government came with very strict rules, imposing 2-year imprisonment and 50,000 riyals for anybody who is not accredited, whether even you are a diplomat or whoever you are. Once you are not, and you're found being involved in anything related to Hajj, you will be fined 50,000 real, no, it's 50,000 now, 50,000 reals, or you face 2-year imprisonment. When the Gambia government got this communique from the Saudi government last year, we took a mission to the South to go to Saudi Arabia, and we engaged the Saudi Ministry of Hajj and Umrah, and the Saudi ministry decided that and told us that our students have to apply to the universities because they have given a little bit of quota to every university. So each student can apply through your university for possible admission for Hajj. And that's the end of the story. And they would not give favor to any country or to anybody. So it will be the discussion of the university to decide who they would accredit to perform Hajj or to be involved in Hajj operation. And I can assure you also, saying that neighboring countries are having is erroneous, is misplaced, is inaccurate. The Saudis are very strict about this.
Honorable members, on your behalf, I want to thank the Minister for Lands, Regional Government and Religious Affairs for those answers provided. Honorable Minister, you may go now. Clerk may proceed.
Thank you. Questions for oral answers. The Honorable Minister for Foreign Affairs, International Cooperation, and Gambians abroad.
The Honorable Minister for Foreign Affairs, International Cooperation, and Gambians abroad, you may take the podium. Questions for which due notices were given to the Honorable Minister for Foreign Affairs, International Cooperation, and Gambians abroad by honorable members for oral reply. Honorable members, question number 067 of 2026 by the honorable member for Banjul North constituency. Oh, sorry. Question number 108 of 2026 by the member for Jos One constituency, and the member for Buno Kakunda will read on his behalf.
Thank you very much once again, Honorable Speaker. On behalf of the member for Joshua constituency, Honorable Speaker, could the Honorable Minister for Foreign Affairs, International Cooperation, and Gambian abroad inform this August Assembly of the reason for having both an embassy and a consulate in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia?
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, honorable members. Good afternoon. Honorable Speaker, I want to thank the honorable member for this important question. The reasons for having both an embassy and a consulate general in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia is informed by the distinct rules and the functions that these two diplomatic representatives perform. as recognized under international diplomatic practice. The embassy and the consulate general, they serve complementary, but they have distinct, functions. An embassy usually is located in the capital or political cities, and it is headed by an ambassador or a high commissioner, responsible for managing diplomatic relations, including political engagement, economic cooperation, negotiations, and official representations of the government. A consulate general, on the other hand, is headed by a consul general, focuses primarily on providing consular services and assistance to our citizens abroad, including issuance of travel documents, protection of national interest, authentications of documents, vis-a-vis matters, and support relating to emergencies. While embassies are governed by the Vienna Convention on Diplomatic Relations, consulates are regulated by Vienna Conventions on Consular Relations. Mr. Speaker, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia hosts a significant number of Gambian nationals, particularly in the cities of Jeddah, Medina, and Mecca, and its environment having a history of hosting Gambian students, and therefore establishing a consulate in Jeddah makes it easy for Gambian nationals and also pilgrims to access consular services in times of need. The embassy in Riyadh, meanwhile, focuses on broader diplomatic, political, and economic, and as well as bilateral relations between the Republic of the Gambia and the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Therefore, Honorable Speaker, the presence of both an embassy in Riyadh and a consulate general in Jeddah ensures that the Gambia is able to effectively manage its diplomatic relations with the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, while at the same time providing adequate and timely services to Gambian citizens, particularly the thousands of pilgrims who visit the kingdom yearly. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Honorable Minister, for those response. Honorable Minister, I just want to you to inform this August Assembly again, once again, what is the relationship of the consulate office with the embassy in Riyadh in connection to the Hajj operation? Because I know the consulate office is very critical in Jeddah. So what is their role in terms of Hajj operation, whether they are well informed or not, involved or not? Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Member. The relationship between our consulate general, I just want to say that in Saudi Arabia, we don't have a consulate. It's a consulate general. That is why it is headed by a consul general. Consulates are normally headed by consuls. The relationship there is to assist our citizens who need consular services. And in terms of Hajj, they do complement the work of the embassies in Saudi Arabia as well. And also, they also work with the Ministry of Hajj and then the Pilgrim, Ministry of Lands, responsible for Hajj.
Member for Kiang West, you have the floor. Member for Woolly East, you have the floor.
Yes, thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Minister, as you have explained the difference between consulate and embassy, nonetheless, what sort of challenges do you encounter in running these two institutions, considering cost? The challenges in running them in one country, considering the cost of running them.
Thank you. I don't know whether specifically you may want to refer to any challenges, but usually they are diplomatic representatives and they are also budgeted, accordingly in the JELA.
Honorable Ministers, honorable members, on your behalf, I want to thank the Honorable Minister for Foreign Affairs, International Cooperation and Gambians Abroad for those answers provided. Honorable Minister, you may go now. Thank you. Clerk, we may proceed.
Questions for oral answers. The Honorable Minister for Trade, Industry, Regional Integration and Employment.
Honorable Minister for Trade, Industry, Regional Integration and Employment, please may take the podium. Questions for which due notices were given to the Honorable Minister for Trade, Industry, Regional Integration and Employment by honorable members for oral reply. Question number 067 of 2026 by the member for Banjul North constituency.
Thank you very much once again, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, could the Honorable Minister for Trade, Industry, Regional Integration and Employment inform this August Assembly when the Gambia Labor Force Survey for the first quarter of the 2026 will be published and what methodology underpins the reported creation of 163,000 jobs since the 2022-2023 survey?
Honorable Speaker, members of the National Assembly, good afternoon. Honorable Speaker, while we welcome the preliminary finding of the Gambia Labor Force Survey 2026 as reported by the questionnaire, the publication of the Gambia Labor Force Survey 2026 first quarter is scheduled for end June 2026 by the Gambia Bureau of Statistics. Honorable Speaker, the survey preliminary findings indicates that employment increased from 563,395 persons in 2023 to 727,055 persons in 2026, representing an increase of 163,660 employed persons over the same period. The labor force expanded from 609,410 to 775,348 persons, an increase of 165,938 individuals. This means that more Gambians entered the labor market and a substantial proportion of them were successfully absorbed into employment. It is noteworthy that these figures demonstrate a significant improvement in labor absorption and labor market participation, reflecting changes in employment status as a result of new entrants, returnees from leave, moving from unemployment into work at a given time. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. Honorable Speaker, for data reliability, could the Honorable Minister clarify the sampling methodology used for the 2026 first quarter labor survey? Specifically, what was the sample size? How were the rural versus the urban areas weighted? And how does the GBOS account for informal sector? Which employed?
Are you reading a substantive question?
Yes, I'm reading a supplementary question. He responded. I'm asking a supplementary question. Allow me. I wrote it myself. What do you want?
No, you know, I saw you reading.
Yes, I wrote my question.
Order.
What do you expect me to do? I was listening to him.
No, order. You know, I had you read and ask one question and another one and another one. So, keep quiet. And then all the honorable members, order members, supplementary question is only one. And no, honorable member, do not address the gallery. I'm addressing you. Please allow me to finish. You know, it's a supplementary question. I saw you holding a paper reading. You read, you ask one and another one, and you are going. That is why you are entitled to only one. Go ahead, sir. Yes, Banjul, sorry, honorable member, sorry, member for Sandar Badibu.
Can I go ahead?
No, sorry, Central Body was
Okay.
I said the question is one question. It's one question. He's reading, he's pregnant. So if you want it to deliver, let him deliver it here.
Honorable member for Central Body, you know we don't have midwives here to help us deliver pregnancies. No. No, they cannot, no midwives here.
But Honorable Speaker, I think it's very important.
Go ahead. Honorable, please. Honorable, don't do that, please. No, ask your question. No, you have a supplementary question. Please.
This will be on record.
You have a supplementary question.
You've been.
Please don't do that. Honorable member, please go ahead and.
Okay, Honorable Speaker, with your permission, I just want clarity on the sampling. And going further, as far as that question is concerned, I just want him to be specific. What was the sample size? And how were the rural versus the urban areas weighted?
You see, honorable member, this is where you get it wrong.
But it's one question for God's sake.
No, honorable member, you know.
But you cannot talk about sampling when you don't bring all these integrities.
Honorable member, please take your seat, sir. Take your seat. Honorable member, you know the reason why I interjected. You know, I thought you were on a on a substantive question. Because when you are reading, you ask one question and another one, another. That is the reason why it was not because I want to stop you. Please, because the law is saying only one.
Understood. Honorable Speaker, in that regards, I would just, as a concerned advocate when it comes to youth and women, while overall unemployment dropped slightly, could the Honorable Minister provide this aggregated data for youth age 15 to 35 and for women?
Minister, please provide an answer.
Honorable Member, the report that is due to be published by end of the month will provide all the details necessary.
The member for Kiang West, you have the floor.
Honorable Speaker, as important as this question, you know, employment employment issues are very, very, very much important. And just 20 seconds out of my 1 minute, laying a foundation. So we need a very important data to inform this, very informed data. But Honorable Minister, when you say next month, the report will come out, is it on or before end of July or the beginning of July? Let us be very much so when next month specifically this report will come out, because the nitty-gritties she is talking about are very much, you cannot ask this question without
Point of order.
So please,
Point of order.
when is this coming out?
There is a point of order from the member for Serekunda.
Yes. 38, admissibility of questions. That will be 38J. A question fully answered shall not be asked again during the same session. The minister has already answered in that regard. He said the data will be out by the end of June. Thank you.
Honorable members, order. The minister said by next month, and then the member is asking whether the minister can give a specific date. The minister, please provide an answer. Minister, provide an answer.
The report is expected to be out end of June.
Member for Woodley East, you have the floor.
Yes, thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Minister, I heard you during your answer. You mentioned the kind of questions that were raised during the survey. Has the survey taken into account the unemployment rate? Has it taken into account the unemployment rate of the country?
Honorable Member, I or my office did not carry out this survey. It is carried out by the Gambia Bureau of Statistics, and they are okay with the survey details or the mechanism or the approach that they have applied. So I'm not in a position to provide that answer.
Question number 068 of 2026 by the member for Janjamure.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, could the Honorable Minister for Trade, Industry, Regional Integration, and Employment inform this August Assembly what immediate interventions the government is undertaking to stabilize food prices and to protect low-income households from the rising cost of living?
Honorable Speaker, the Gambia operates a liberalized market economy in which prices of goods and services are primarily determined by market forces of demand and supply. Consequently, the government does not interfere in the pricing of essential commodities. Nonetheless, the government remains fully committed to implementing measures to promote the stability of prices of essential commodities, safeguarding food security, and protecting consumers from avoidable market disruptions. In this regard, the ministry continuously monitor the availability, stock level, and price movement of essential food commodities across the country and maintain close engagement with importers, distributors, and other key stakeholders to prevent shortages and ensure stable market supply. To mitigate the impact of rising global commodity prices and supply chain disruptions, the ministry facilitates and monitors the timely importation of essential goods and encourages the bulk importation of these commodities by importers. The ministry also works closely with the Gambia Ports Authority and other relevant institutions to prioritize the clearance and handling of vessels carrying essential commodities. This helps to minimize the avoidable cost, including demurrage charges added to the retail prices. In the medium to long term, the government priority is to reduce the country's dependence on imported food products. My ministry is therefore promoting private sector investment in the agricultural sector to increase domestic production, enhance agricultural productivity, and greater investment in value chain, including agro-processing. It is only through commercial investment in the local production of our basic essential products that we can cushion our economy from impact of external shocks and help in effectively stabilizing prices of essential goods. The ministry remains focused on promoting commercial investment and continue to work closely with the Ministry of Agriculture to achieve this objective. I thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Minister, for that response, and also with the foresight to support local production. However, Honorable Minister, is your ministry ready to undertake any legislation that will change the reverse in terms of having a liberal market to a market where government will have control over, advising on what price could be viable for ordinary citizens?
Honorable Member, I thank you for that follow-up question regarding legislative option or legislation to bring about greater control or laws regarding this. I must say, at this stage, there is nothing that informs us to reverse our policy position at the moment. From moving from a liberal arrangement into a control environment. We are implementing a liberal market, but supported by a regulated instrument to continue to monitor market and making sure that the right environment is what is at play in determining prices and also quality of goods. I thank you.
Honorable Minister, thank you. In respect to the same question, because you said your ministry didn't really have an informed decision to really affect what seems to be happening in the current market. How frequent does your ministry collect information from consumers, considering the issues that are rising from ordinary citizens in terms of the cost of essential goods?
Honorable Member, my ministry services are in the markets. We have market representative, we have market services, we also have monthly, quarterly, and annual market surveillance and monitoring. So we are always in the market. And we do pick up data, analyze them, and take appropriate actions where necessary at any given time. Thank you.
Thank you. Member for Kiang West, you have the floor.
Honorable Minister, both the Consumer Competition Act 2007, Consumer Protection Act 2014, and Essential Commodities Act 2015 contradicts the conduct, and that does not the conduct of what is happening in the system. Honorable Speaker, if you may permit me, please, because as members, we should be able to give real-time data as to what happened to the consumers that we represent. Right now, when we had some power outage from electricity, Nawek, you went to shop, they were selling one battery at $20. Next day, you went to they were selling at $25. This is not consumer protection. And these are real-time data that are happening. And these are some of the things that we are. And I think we would require a data. Can you please, can I ask a question now?
No.
Yes.
No, it's at the discretion of the speaker to permit me. What's your problem? What?
There is a point of order. Can we hear that? Can we hear the point of order?
Yes. He doesn't even.
The point of order is from upper salon, lower salon.
Honorable Speaker, we are in supplementary questions and answers. Point of order 3, a supplementary question shall not be in order if introduced matters not included in the original questions. I had to explain about NARIC. Honorable Speaker.
Honorable members, he uses NAREC as an example for consumer protection. His answer, he's left a few seconds to address his 1 minute. If those few seconds elapsed, without asking his question, his time would have elapsed. Continue, Honorable Member.
So, Honorable Minister, my main question is for you to, can you provide this August Assembly the most up-to-date data as per your market study and what prevails there to this August Assembly, as far as consumer protection is concerned?
I'm not quite clear when you said the most recent data, but what I do know is that my ministry set up a whole entity called consumer protection and agency called GCCPC. It's a whole commission who are on in the market on a daily basis, making sure that the market function well. So with respect to what you're trying to bring about in terms of price control, if I may put it that way, we are not operating a price control regime. What we operate at the moment is a liberal market.
Honorable Speaker. No, point of order. I still stand by on my point of order, Honorable Speaker.
There is a point of order.
Yes. Still stand by on my point of order. 43.4. The ordinance is talking about food commodities. And now it is not food commodities, Honorable Speaker. You can check the original corrections.
Honorable member, you know I rule out your point of order and you are bringing it again. No, he did not order. He did not ask about NAWEC. No, he did not ask about NAWEC. No, he didn't ask about NAWEC. He was talking about consumer protection. He said the consumer protection, the shops, order, honorable members, order. You know, he said on the Commodities Act and the consumer protections pricing here and there, he said what people are doing is contrary to laws. He said on pricing, for instance, when the problem escalated, you go to the market to buy a battery of $25 or I don't know how much. The following day, the next day, they will tell you it's $25. So he said the pricing, price control, that's what he was trying to talk about. Minister, answers to supplementary question is only 2 minutes. Please, Minister, wrap up now on that answer.
Like I said, we have an agency that do consumer protection and competition monitoring, and that's a whole body that is present in the market every day. What that agency doesn't do is price control. And we have no evidence to suggest that there is price manipulation or anti-competitive behavior in the market, as alluded or suggested in the question. Thank you.
The member for Banjul North, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Just to inform you, I wrote my supplementary question. Honorable Speaker, whilst the minister was responding, he mentioned about the medium-term focus is local production. Could the Honorable Minister inform the House what immediate relief measures exist today for low-income households in Banjul North and beyond, who cannot wait for increased domestic output?
Honorable member. Honorable, can I hear your question again?
My question is, Honorable Speaker, why the medium-term focus is local production? Could the Honorable Minister inform this House what immediate relief measures exist today for low-income households in Banjul North and beyond, who cannot wait for increased domestic output, according to his response?
Yes, point of order by the member for Lower South.
Still on the same supplementary questions. 43.4. The member for Banjul is introducing new matters because the original question doesn't talk about Banjul. Madam Speaker.
Order, honorable members, order. Member for Lower Salem, where I had a little bit problem was not about Banjul. It's about the relief for household. That's what I was trying to compare and contrast with the prices and to protect low income households. So, yeah, that's where, but not about Banjul. It can be Banjul or Sierra or anywhere. But my problem was the relief, whether the relief was included in the order. I'm not sure if the minister talked about relief packages to households. That is my problem. Yes, it's cost of living prices, but not to provide relief packages. For me, that's where I have a problem. Yeah, because for me, it introducing a significant order, honorable members, it introducing significant new element, that is relief packages to income earners. For me, I think that is not in order. Member for Sanementre, you have the floor.
Thank you very much. Once again, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, the Honorable Minister have talked about the demurrage charges in order to relieve the price hike in for citizens. Honorable Speaker, I just wanted to be clear whether the negotiations that you've done with the Gambia Ports Authority in terms of reducing the demurrage charges, whether your ministry was also able to negotiate with the shipping agencies, because if the demurrage charges has been reduced in terms of port handling with GPA, and the shipping agencies have not reduced anything, it means the price could still be hiking. Have you considered having that negotiation with the shipping agencies as well? Thank you.
Honorable Minister.
Honorable Speaker, the negotiation at the port was a multi-stakeholder negotiation, but unfortunately, my ministry did not participate. This was led by the Ministry of Transport and Works, as well as GPA with the other stakeholders, including, of course, businesses. But like I said, we haven't had the opportunity to participate. So we don't know actually the inside issues.
Member for Opanyomi, you have the floor.
Thank you so much, Honorable Speaker, for giving me the opportunity. Honorable Minister, in your answer, you made mention of your intent to collaborate with the Minister of Agriculture to promote private sector involvement into agricultural production. I just want to know, like, what are the protective measures put in place to protect this private sector? Because the existing private sector are crying that your moratorium are not protecting them.
Minister, yes, provide an answer. Honorable Minister, please provide an answer.
Honorable Speaker, Honorable
Minister, take a seat. Minister, go ahead. Minister, provide an answer.
Speaker, may I have the question repeated again?
All right, please, Honorable Member.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Minister, in your answer, you made mention that your intention to collaborate with the Ministry of Agriculture to promote private sector involvement into agricultural production in order to meet the national requirement for the food we are consuming. So I am asking you with this question, what protective measures are you putting in place to protect this private sector that are investing into agriculture? Because the existing private sector that are involved in agricultural production are crying that your moratorium it's not protecting them. Thank you.
There is a point of order by the member for Upper Salem.
Orders 43.3, the time taken to ask a supplementary question shall no longer more than 1 minute, and the answers provided. Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Minister, please provide an answer.
Out of order. Honorable Speaker, I vehemently disagree with the notion that the moratorium regime in place is either weak or insufficient or not adequate to support our local industry player in the context of agriculture. To the contrary, it is actually the traders that are complaining against the moratorium in place and doing everything possible to break it. So while the industry farmers welcome the moratorium, it is the traders that are actually against the moratorium. So as far as I'm concerned, the moratorium is very good and it's working.
Member for Woolly East, you have the floor. No, I told you before. Question number 069 of 2026 by the member for Janjanbureh.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, could the Honorable Minister for Trade inform this August Assembly whether the government intend to introduce subsidies or tax relief measures on basic commodities, transport costs, and if so, what the indicative timeline is?
Honorable Speaker, I wish to inform this August Assembly and the member that matters of subsidies and tax relief are fiscal policy measures outside the toolkits of my ministry. I therefore humbly request that the question be redirected to the relevant sector. Thank you.
Honorable members, on your behalf, I want to thank
Honorable Speaker, please, should you tell, this is a house of record, take your time. Should you tell,
yes, member for Janjanbureh.
yes, Honorable Speaker, I just want to observe and also provide a clarification, taking reference of 8th of July on a ruling made by the Honorable Speaker with questions sent to ministries that they cannot afford to provide answers as required, but then would refer it or recommend for it to be referred to another ministry. What the Speaker ruled on the 8th of July 2026 was, anytime such a situation arises, let the concerned ministry communicate back to the office of the clerk.
8th of July 2026?
2026, 8th of July. No, this was 8th of June, 2026. Sorry, I missed the date.
No, if table.
Honorable members, order. Honorable members, I am just being informed of the ruling that Speaker made during this session, 8 June 2026. If that is the case, maybe because I think by 8 June, I'm not sure, but who is this person? Who's this? Sergeant Adam. Or is a staff? Oh, okay. Order, honorable members. Yes. Yes, Upper Salum.
No, Honorable Speaker. May we also request that ruling from the member, because 8th of June was on Monday. It was not question and answer session. 8th of June was on Monday, post on Monday. So me also request from the member the ruling.
Honorable members, no, we are not debating that. We are not debating on that. Order, honorable members. Order, Sergeant Adam. Honorable members, order. Technician can always come behind and engage the table here below. Those technicians down there, you can always come this way and engage this technician to transmit. Honorable members, order. Honorable members, what I want to say is that as per the honorable member or even the one objecting, it looks like in this that ruling was made this session. So if it was done this session, if it was made this session, then that means it may not be the communication, because the honorable minister's reply, I saw some of them sometime last week, I think. They were sent a week before. I don't. They came very early. I saw them on the folder, the main folder. Now, I think the speaker's ruling, if that is so last week, last Monday, then probably we will do our best to make so by next session it's applicable, because most of them have already sent in their answers. When he talks about taxes and subsidies, we all know it's finance. In as much as we also implore on them, order, honorable members, order, please. In as much as we want to implore on the ministers, in the event that is inadvertently, the member for Janjamure, you want me to address your matter, but you are not listening. Please, even though if it's inadvertently passed the office of the honorable member asking the question, the table office, post speaker, for them, we should also do our due diligence. So maybe the speaker's ruling will come into effect from the next session, if it was done last Monday. Okay, I was told that it was done last session. So, but we just informed cabinet ministers that even that inadvertently wrong questions were sent to them, they should communicate to us prior to providing answers. But also members also should make some due diligence so that you don't also inadvertently or erroneously send your question to a wrong line ministry. But we'll also do our job. Honorable members, on your behalf, I want to thank the Honorable Minister for Trade, Regional Integration and Employment for those answers provided. Honorable Minister, you may go now. Honorable members, order. Janjamure, we have not closed yet. No, not yet. Be it resolved that this August Assembly do stand adjourned until Monday, 29 June 2026 at 10 a.m. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. The assembly now stand adjourned until Monday, 29 June 2026 at 10 a.m.